is yesterday's sketchbook page. Just think I should show them real quick so people are actually like interested in watching the video. If I started just like this, then you know it's kind of like takes a little bit before you show the drawing, so people might like lose interest before, you know. I'm just gonna do a quick pencil 2B pencil sketch, and just kind of get the proportions down. I watched Dune today, the one with the new one came out, and I don't know. I don't really know. I wasn't really like, expecting anything, but it's kind of like a part 1 thing only. So we'll just have to wait to see part 2. That was cool, I guess. Besides that, I went to school today, did painting, painted the sergeant study I'm doing, like the artist. He's like this painting guy. He's pretty good. And yeah, I did that. I'm starting to enjoy painting more, right? Because like it's a figure that I'm painting, not a landscape. But next Monday, actually not this Monday, that's coming up, but Wednesday. Today's Friday night. Wednesday we're gonna do another live model, which will be 4 class periods long. Which, to be honest, I'd rather do 1 class period drawings, paintings, I guess. But yeah, and I've been doing a bunch of Frogger. I've been taking forever on Frogger. Like, it's kind of embarrassing how long it's taking me. And it's not embarrassing, but it's like I just need to be doing them quicker, you know. I'm definitely making progress, but. And yeah, I just been thinking a lot about the story. Like last night I did a quick sketch of a character, and today I kind of like fleshed them out in my head. It's a character, her name's Fish, like fish. She has a fish costume. And yeah, that's it. She's pretty cool. She's like, yeah, she just like really acts like a fish. And then been doing a lot of like thinking of what Liferoom's character is. I don't know if I've actually spoken about Liferoom yet in this on this channel, but he has a tiger costume. I'll explain in a later video once I have like more lore about him. I mean, I do have quite a bit now, but I just don't really feel like explaining it. And yeah, just kind of been existing here and there. I applied for some grant that gives you like money. It gives you money because of COVID, like COVID relief grants for college people. Sometimes I wonder, like, you know, maybe I'm definitely not gonna do this because I don't really know, man. I don't know. I like what I'm doing now, you know, just going to school. I guess for arts, which I am learning art stuff, but I also don't want a job, so never mind what I was gonna say. Because I know, like, I don't know, sometimes I just like think of stuff from like a different perspective, or looking from an outside perspective of what I said, right? I'm like, well, I'm in school right now, and when I finish school, I'll do this job, but there isn't really a job for me, which is fine, right? I like to do drawing, but I only really like drawing what I want to draw, right? My friend the other day was like, hey, would you ever do comics for somebody else? I'm like, no way. You know, like, I think I'm gonna go through all that like hard work and stuff for somebody else's idea. Like, dude, do it yourself, you know? And like, maybe I will do it if it's like the big bucks, like, you know, cash money. And okay, let me take that back. If they did pay me well, right, enough, if they paid me as much as I was getting paid in another job, then I'll say absolutely, because I could be getting better at comics while doing comic work, even though it's not mine, you know, it doesn't matter. But yeah, definitely no like commission chump money, like no, no, no. But then again, to do that for a job, you would have to, her face came out really weird. I don't know what it is about it. Some commission chump job. Yeah, it couldn't be some commission chump job. It would have to be like a paid thing, but you would have to have some kind of speed to be able to work fast enough to be paid for that, right? You gotta meet the deadline and stuff. But also, maybe people don't want comics the way I draw them. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's not really something I'd want to do, I guess. Maybe it would kind of push me to do different styles or different whatever, you know. Speaking of devils, Devil Girl sticker, it's the weekend tomorrow, so I'll try to go to sleep after I finish recording this. Actually, yeah. Kind of wasted time when I got home, to be honest. I watched a movie and then I kind of ate shit. Really need to get better at that. Like, there's little spurts where I'm efficient and then I go right back to where I came from. Yeah, and also I said I was gonna do a 2B sketch, but I like the way the sketch is coming. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I said I was gonna do 2B and then switch to 6B or 4B. This guy, I use this guy a lot. I don't know if it was in the sketchbook. Oh, in class I use 6B. Like, the professor always says, like, 6B is not good, is like, you know, it's a little like heavy. Too dark, too quick, he says. But in my opinion, like, yeah, I do agree it goes too dark, too quick, but you can control the pencil, you know? Maybe it's because, like, you're tempted to go dark when you have the ability to. Like, you can just press darker and go darker when the other pencils, like 2B, right? Or HB, don't really have that possibility or capability of doing that. So, yeah. And then I thought, like, I've made so many videos. I was actually watching. I was getting prepared to make a video, right? And I played on my channel, like, okay, well, no, I went to all my videos and I saw, like, okay, well, what's been doing good, you know, what's been not doing good? Like, not what's been doing good, but how have I edited and made my thumbnails for the videos that are having a lot of views? And there's not really any correlation. I guess just like I would like message a bunch of people to watch them or whatever, or send them the link to my channel, and the link would be to one of my videos, so they kind of instantly give me a view if they click on it. And then if they want to subscribe, then they subscribe, you know. But yeah. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Yeah, Christmas. Dude, like, time is just going by so fast. Like, in a way, I should just stop worrying about time going by fast, because whether I worry about it or not, it's gonna be going and passing by. But if I do worry about it, then I'll kind of have more of an initiative, you know, to do things faster, right? But I don't really want to, you know, I don't know, like, I always, like, fantasize about, like, the whole, like, you know, indie friend group thing and whatever. Yeah, like, I get invited to stuff and I don't go. Because, like, you know, my friend invited me to, like, a concert of a band that I like. Or I was introduced to them and I like them, called Beach Fossils. Actually, that actually be the song of the video, Beach Fossils. It's called Tangerine. That's the song of the video. It'll be in the description. Yeah. And I actually like them, and my friend invited me, and I'm like, well, I actually had class that day. Yeah, I had class. But if I didn't have class, I would still have to, like, think about it, because, like, oh, it's just, no, I don't know, maybe I would have gone with them, I don't know. But also, like, concerts aren't really my thing, I guess, like, not sure. They aren't really my thing, I guess. Sometimes I feel really bad for not being productive, you know? Like, when you like somebody, you want to spend time with them. And then, you know, it's also kind of negative in a way, because you're spending a lot of time with them, but, like, not taking away from time with yourself in terms of, like, getting work you need to get done, right? So, yeah. Yeah, it's a little thing there. Then I said something on my Instagram saying, like, well, it was, like, kind of like my private Instagram. Well, I guess anybody can follow. I just don't follow anybody back. Like, all the people that follow me, I follow my main Antwan Draws account. But I just posted how, like, I don't know, kind of like a weird feeling of, like, not really knowing what's going on. Like, I do know I don't know, I just felt kind of like I'm experiencing things through somebody else's shoes or whatever, right? Speaking of that, or I guess in a similar topic, I was looking at my old video, the sloppy tank video. It's on my YouTube channel. Like, I talk so different. I mean, maybe I talk the same. Maybe it's just me reviewing an old video about both my hands at one time. Yeah, this is why I have the light on this side, so the light kind of gets pushed behind my hand, you see. I think I explained that, like, almost every video, or at least recently I have. Yeah, and I just talk so different, you know? Just, like, kind of interesting. Her arm came out kind of weird here. It's alright, her face kind of carries this drawing. I'm actually done with this drawing. Don't want to work on it anymore. So we'll go to the next one, which actually, I was originally going to do this drawing. Oh, you know what, let me find a better reference really quick. Alright, we're back with our next pose. I actually want to draw it upside down, so let's get this head smudged with my finger, with my palm. So I just took a little break, and I zoom this in. I was looking through my 2020 sketchbook, one of them. This one was from March something to, I think, like, maybe June, maybe, something like that. And I just saw, like, looking back at the pages, the drawings definitely were nowhere near as good as they are now. If, you know what I mean, right? A lot of progress has been made, I guess. And I just thought of like the stuff that was going through my head at the time, you know, like what I was thinking about, like, you know, I don't know what was troubling me at the time, maybe. And I don't know, like, people say, like, oh yeah, like, I suffered through this, I did this, you know, I don't really like saying that stuff because, you know, for whatever reason, right? I don't really like saying that stuff. Because, like, I don't know, you know, whatever you may be going through mentally, like, yeah, you still have, like, a place to sleep, like, you can still eat food, you know, like, you're not in constant terror of, like, you know, dying all the time, right? So I don't really like saying suffering, but I guess in my sense, like, I guess your hardships are unique to yourself, you know? Like, what you think is very difficult, someone else is like, that's, you know, they go through that all the time, right? So in that sense, yeah, that's what I mean. But but yeah, you know, and I don't know, I should maybe give myself more credit for like what was difficult for me. Like I like, you know, finished with it. Like I overcame it. I guess I don't like saying that. It sounds very like babyish, like weak, you know, which it is in a sense, right? But maybe the word I'm thinking that the word is like too strong, right? But yeah, I went through something, you know, and look at me now, right? I'm fine. I'm fine, right? So that's cool. But yeah, just, you know, I often wonder, like, will my future self be proud, right? Or, you know, and like, I don't know, looking back at my sketch, I'm like, damn, you know, even though he didn't draw well, I mean, I certainly, looking back, I'm like, dude, you barely drew in that page. It was mostly filler content with like a couple, like, you know, I don't know. I'm definitely doing more practice now than I was back then, which is good, you know. But I'm just like, damn, you know, look at me back then, you know, the stuff I was drawing, you know, doing my best, I guess. And I wonder, maybe, hopefully this never happens, but there'll be a time where I'm just like, damn, I didn't do my best, you know, like I could have done better, but that's not gonna happen. We won't let it happen, I guess. I mean, of course, you can always be doing better. Right now, like, I'm not really doing a lot. I should be doing more comic stuff than I am, but it's just stuff that I'll get through eventually, you know, like not being efficient, you know, or being lazy in a sense. I don't know. But yeah. And I'm like, ah, damn, like, I was trying to look for a page of like, oh, when did this event happen? When did this happen? What did I draw when I was thinking about this stuff, you know? So, you know, it's all good. Like, I guess I made it through, or like, whatever. So we're good. That's just cool to look at, especially 2020. I was at home the whole year, you know? So, yeah, it's crazy, man. I go back and look at those now, and imagine how I'm gonna look back at them like 10 years. That would be fucking insane, dude. 10 years. I don't know what I could do that would stop me from drawing, right? But hopefully I am drawing 10 years from now. That would be very awesome. Um, but yeah, you know. This is so out of proportion, by the way, but we're kind of too deep right now anyway. But it's alright. All this is pretty much black. The shadows. It's kind of a tough pose, actually. Well, it's a tough pose if you draw it this way instead of doing it right, like the guidelines. Actually, you haven't even drawn the upper body. So So yeah, you know, it's kind of cool. There's another cool thing about the sketchbook. It's like a little diary, except there's not really any writing. But in a way, maybe it's cooler that there is no writing. You just kind of remember little triggers, right? This drawing reminds you of this or that. Or sometimes when it's more like prevalent what you're doing instead of being in one place, or where you are, I should say. I remember like where I am when I drew this or that or whatever. Yeah. So that's cool. And I don't know, I wonder like, I mean, I'm only 21 years old, but imagine like when you're old, all your experiences of meeting this person, this friend that you were friends with for 6 months, you know, this friend that you were friends with for like a year, right? And they're kind of gone now, but you're 60, 70 years old. Like, do you remember everyone, you know? So, I don't know, I guess we'll find out when we get there. Hopefully, hopefully I get to live that long, you know? That'd be cool. That will be very cool. Not saying I want to be old or whatever, but I definitely think there's cool things to do at every age, you know? Especially if you have a job or you draw, like you can draw until you die, basically. Sometimes it's kind of sad, like people that play sports or that they skate, they can't skate anymore, they can't play sports anymore because like their body like can't handle it or whatever, they just get old. But I guess it's not the case for drawing. So yeah. So the holiday season's coming up. I think I mentioned that earlier in the video and like somehow I forgot. This pencil's getting a little dull. Maybe we can sharpen it here. This used to be my watercolor cup, and now it's my pencil shaving cup. Because I don't have a trash can in my room. Basically, see how it has like little marks. And you don't want to you don't want to shave the tip too hard, because then it can just rip off. Like the whole graphite piece could rip off. This one's kind of pretty much already sharpened, except it's getting a little dull. So I can just like sharpen the ends and then it's better to have it long though, so it lasts a little longer, but it's okay. I think the more I work with graphite, the more I'll like put like an initiative into like learning how to sharpen a little better, because I see like people that do graphite pieces and they have like these pencils, except the graphite's like that long and it's like 20 of them, I guess, so they don't have to like stop and sharpen, you know. Yeah. Her hand came out kind of weird. But yeah, I don't know why I thought of that little memory thing. Yeah, because of the sketchbook, that's right. I keep seeing like these China social credit memes with John Cena. Like, damn, dude. The hell, it's the same thing. And like, I don't know, meme culture used to be like, I don't know, kind of like 2016, 2017, 2018 was like good years in like the meme era, right? Could have like different memes playing and stuff. And yeah, now they're just kind of like normalized, I guess. Like, there's this really cringe one that's like, oh, evil Kanye be like this, or what's that guy's name? The main character from Squid Game. He's like, oh, evil whatever his name is be like, I care about my daughter, which he doesn't, right? So it's like an attribute of a character, right? Except it's negative, and then they put evil, and uh, sometimes they put like a negative filter on it. So like, if something's orange, it'll be blue. Something's black, it'll be white, like that. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. Stuff like that, I guess. And yeah, TikTok is just like shit all over everything in a way. I don't know, people just repost the same videos. TikTok, Snapchat Spotlight, like Reels, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, like it's just like too much, man. And it just like gets you stuck into the thing. Like, even I get stuck in it. I mean, not that I'm some kind of social media saint. Like, I'm addicted to that shit sometimes, you know? Like, it's drone mentality shit. Like, you can just sit there all day and just watch them. And you just get like little squirts of dopamine or whatever the fuck you call it. And yeah, back to scrolling. So, yeah, man, it's brutal out here. I guess it's brutal. Not really. That's just the internet. Like, just I guess you can turn off your phone. But it makes you want to go back on it and stuff. So, yeah, that's how it is, I guess. Yeah, the whole thing with like the Chinese social credit thing, like all the cameras in China and stuff, you know. You always say something bad about the government, negative social credit. Like stuff like that, you know. It kind of sucks over there. Yeah, it kind of sucks over there. With the whole social credit thing. Yeah, the pencils are cool until you have to like shade, which shading looks cool, right? But it smudges everywhere, which is not good. And here's your face. Really drawing any good ears on these videos. There we go. in. A little shadow action. She doesn't have really much of a neck. Should give her more of a neck. All we have to do is really lower this collarbone because the shoulder's high, so the collarbone's going like that. Even though we messed up this collarbone, but it's alright. So yeah. These eyebrows really big. Her head is enormous, by the way. I mean, not by the way, you can kind of see. But maybe I'm just saying, like, compared to the reference. I've also been trying to draw nostrils. Because what kind of practice is like this kind of stuff? Let's see if I have a example here. We're looking at it backwards. Do we not have one? Wow, I guess it's been a while since we haven't done it. Basically just like a little black shadow under the nose. It's like a more stylized thing. I guess that's for like far away drawings. When there's enough space for detail, you know, put it in so you can learn quicker like that. But yeah, so about the fish girl I thought about. Right now, for what I've thought of, we only have 2 people in the crew, the Valkyrie girl and Frog girl. And then they meet this person called Fish, which is like this girl with the fish costume. And yeah, she's like, basically the costume kind of like merges with your personality. And she's just been like merged up the wazoo. But she still has her own personality, I guess. Like, yeah. I don't know, I guess I'll give you a better update once I have like I don't know, to be honest, I think I spoke about this already. I don't know, man, I'm really hungry right now. So I don't know what's going on. Is that why I don't want to talk about it? Because I'm hungry? Yeah, I think it's because I haven't really eaten that much. I only ate Panda Express today. So I think I'm just gonna go to sleep and then eat something tomorrow, I guess. Probably. Yeah. But anyways, here's the lip portion of the face. I feel like sometimes I get into like a drawing trance, and then once I think about me being in the trance, then like I get out of it. So basically you just gotta like, or I had to like let the subconscious take over and think less, you know? I know like in jiu-jitsu that's what I did. I didn't really think You know, like I would ask my friends, like, okay, when you roll, right, when you spar, like, are you thinking, okay, what is the best move, or are you just kind of like doing it? And then a lot of them said like they're thinking, you know. I mean, I'm sure I'm thinking too, but I just don't, you know, think about it like with words, or it's kind of just like, I don't know, I don't know. Speaking of jiu-jitsu, I think I need to go to the doctor to get my arm checked out, because I like yanked my arm recently, like a couple of days ago, and it started hurting a lot actually. Like, I couldn't even really move it, and then I woke up the next morning and it was like a little better, and now it's kind of healed. But I did a little, like, I jerked it today, and it also, this though, like felt the same way, so should look at it. Anyways though, like I don't think I have enough money to go back to jiu-jitsu right now at least, so yeah. I'm pretty much done. Let's actually draw a little frog right here with this guy, 6B, nice and dark. The problem with these dark pencils is that they run out really fast. It's hard because I'm not drawing it the right way. You're supposed to draw like this, but dude, like, at what cost, you know? Yeah, the pencil gets sharpened less, but it doesn't look as good as you going like straight down or on the side. See, that's clean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the line quality. Especially, like, it looks even cooler with the pencil. Boom. I had an idea of making the body smaller. Maybe I'll do a video where I draw a bunch of these frogs on a loose leaf to like get the design down, you know? So we're only really using 4 colors. There are 3 colors here. White, which is the paper, black, which is the line color, and then gray, which is this little pattern I'm doing here. Looks good. Anyways, back to this girl. Pencil got kind of dull. I don't really think we need like that much sharp detail marks to finish it off. Oh yeah, the foot, but doesn't really reach that part. Oh, that's probably like the worst thing, dude. If you're erasing and your paper gets like ripped or whatever. Not ripped, but like kind of folded. Alright, well, we have no more space for anything besides decoration. So let's decorate, I guess. Alright, now let's do, we did a nice slow frog. Let's do a fast frog. Okay, we kind of do like an upside down thing, which maybe gives the turtle a different kind of look. It's about to be 1 a.m. Perfect. It wasn't really that fast, but it's alright. And then right here, you can throw in one of these. And it came out alright. Pencil got kind of rough on this side, but you see how we kind of made like a little sharp point on the, like right here. So we can use it to put the date. Actually, yeah, where are we gonna put the date? Today's the 22nd. There you go. And then sorry, out of the camera view. Yeah, I don't really know what else to put around here. Now we're gonna take our 2B pencil, do one last little thing. This video is going on for pretty long. Also today at Panda Express, there was no there was no sesame chicken, or should I say sweet fire chicken, so I ordered the disgusting Beijing beef. Also, there was no steak either. Yeah, the steak is $1.25 extra, but it's a small price to pay for not getting Beijing beef. And dude, I ate like 2 pieces of Beijing beef, felt sick, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm just not gonna eat the beef. So I just didn't eat it. Just ate the noodles. Yeah, so the song of the day, or song of the video, is Tangerine by, watch it not even be called Tangerine, I'm just like forgetting the name and using the wrong one. Yeah, Tangerine by Beach Fossils. And yeah, that's it. I'm doing Frog Girl. I posted on my Instagram if anyone wants to see Frog Girl. Which, speaking of that, I'm trying to think of a name that for the comic that isn't Frog Girl, because it's not really about her. She's just like a character in it, you know. There's other characters too. So I just thought like it'd be cool, because what if there's like 3 chapters in a row about another character, and the title's all gonna be Frog Girl on the cover, you know. So, yep, this is the end of the video. Alright, kind of ruined it there. Little trick. I think it looks cooler when there's a white out on top of pencil. There we go, looks cool. Yeah, this is the end of the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.